Apologies to everybody. Okay. Well, I guess that'll give me a cut-off point for the YouTube split, at least. Letter to family. Marion, if you must take the children, leave everything and flee the moment you read this letter. Do not seek out relatives for safety, just go and find a place unknown to anyone else. Simon, that devil won't be satisfied until all who opposed him are dead. You're dead. How dare you hit me through the wall? I would never do such a thing. Fishes? Yep. What the hell was that game? You managed to hit me in the face and knock me flying backwards. Well, forward. Hey Andromeda, how's it going? Welcome in. So that's the way I'm meant to be going. Correspondence from beyond the sea. To my respected brothers and sisters of the truth, your correspondence is well received. I cannot hide my awe regarding the events occurring there beyond the sea. Time and again I am enlightened by your profound learnings. I can only respond with my thanks. The golden medicine enclosed in your recent communique was most welcome. I have confirmed its efficacy on patients suffering mild symptoms of the stone disease, those whose lungs were not yet affected. Fortunately, it seems eradication of the disease on our shores is possible, as only some coastal residents show symptoms. Many lives are being saved thanks to the teachings of the Brotherhood. I shall post additional updates from across the sea soon. My wish is that you remain safe and well until then. May we someday meet, my brothers and sisters, here in the land of the Radiant Dawn. Hey, Sabre, how's it going, man? Welcome in. Such a nice relaxing Freedom Day yesterday. Do you still have all of your limbs and appendages attached to your body? You good? Awesome stuff. I'm not too bad, thank you. Been streaming for 6 hours or so today. I had a couple of issues, like the streams had to restart a couple of times. But other than those emergency, oh god, everything's broken moments, it's been going okay. We've made loads of progress in the game. We've cleared a lot of bosses. Some of them were okay, some of them were complete bullshit. But yeah, it's been going okay. Yeah, I'm beginning to think this was the correct way to go, which means I've gone the wrong way because I want to explore. We need to go back down. Dude, I don't risk my hands because then I can't play video games. Damn straight. That's the correct thinking right there. I watched Sinners yesterday and it's a freaking great movie. The name rings a bell. I feel like I've heard of it. Oh, you're a mini-boss. I've just realised your health is really not going down right now. No. There we go. It's a vampire movie disguised as a Jim Crow era period piece. Okay. That definitely sounds intriguing. Highly recommend. Well, that's not good. Is that like the trick blade weapon? Kind of. I can see the link. So whereas in Bloodborne you can like actively press the button that changes the mode that it's in, this one it's just the special ability. So if you do the heavy attack, you get like this scythe whip type thing, and if you hold it, it does the spin. But you can't just change it to the whip. Yeah, I deserve that. I deserved all of this. Okay, we saved that. Yeah. So also I need to play this game. I thought I got it free on PS Plus, but I was mistaken. I'm gonna pick it up when it goes on sale again, hopefully the DLC. Is it off sale already? That's a shame. Frosted Cipher Machine. Nice. Oh, this was the correct way to go. I need to go the other way. But yeah, I would easily recommend this game. Like, if you like Souls games, this one for me is easily up there. Hi Lee, how's it going? Welcome in. How was your stream? How was Kingdom Hearts? Welcome in, Raiders. Wait, maybe that wasn't the right way. Well, now I'm just confused. And I know it doesn't take much, but still. Okay, but if I don't sit down here, it won't reset everything. So now we've got that one. I'm going to run up here quickly and grab that. And then we'll run back. Go and grab the other Stargazer that was after the water that we wouldn't have been able to come back from because we drop off of the broken mast. So we'll go and grab that, and then we'll at least be able to travel between the two now without having to kill everything and fight through this area again. It's not the end of the world that we did it that way around, because yeah, we wouldn't have been able to get back over here. But the shout out? It's a good shout out. It's yeah, a bot called Frosty Tools. It just comes up with like an AI generated shout out. Just so everyone's up, I am actually here. I'm just eating at the moment, which is why I've not got the camera on, because nobody wants to watch that. Josh, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate the follow. Might have used that too. I got raided today and didn't have any sort of shout out set up. I would recommend it. I mean, it's obviously it's AI, so take that however you want to. But yeah, it comes up with just a summary of, like, obviously as you can see, it comes up with a summary of what you've been doing. And it's nice because it just means it's different for everybody. It's all customized, and yeah, it's a good one, and it's free as well. You can get extra features and stuff if you like subscribe to the website, and it can do loads of other things. There's loads of features to it, but I only use it for the shout out. But yeah, I would recommend it. At least checking it out. No one wants to watch Chris masticating at all? Nope. Not even maybe. You're doing good? Awesome stuff, Josh. I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing okay, thank you. We've been live for many hours today. But we've made a bunch of progress in this game, which is awesome. We are still pushing through the DLC, so spoiler warning to anyone who wants a spoiler warning. We are playing through Lies of P. This is what feels like quite late game in the DLC. So if you want to avoid spoilers, if you're planning on playing through this yourself or anything like that, this is your spoiler warning.
This is a surprise.
If you want to stick around, it's very much appreciated.
Keys I have fit this cipher machine.
Even if you just want to mute the stream and lurk in the background.
Perhaps one of the alchemists or one of their associates possesses the key. They often conceal cipher keys in their clothing. If you bring me the garments of any suspicious persons, I'm sure I can reveal the secret pockets. Any enemy of the alchemists. None of the keys I have. Perhaps one of the alchemists. They often...
Okay, so we can't open that yet. That's fine. I'm no good at these. Any Souls-like gives me nightmares. That's understandable. I've just realised when I'm on this scene, you can't hear Spotify. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just means, like, I've had Spotify running this whole time. But the whole time we've been on this scene, you've not been able to hear it. How many gems do I have at the minute? 3, 3, and 2... Yeah, okay, we'll stick with that. In fact, no, we won't. Since we're here, let's buy some more. Otherwise I'll just get to the next boss and then have to come all the way back to go all the way back again. Now, do I have any quartz at the minute? No. Okay, never mind. Told you I'm on Spotify yet. No. That's pretty cool. No charge to bring it up. Just go for it. Okay, we are going to go to the hideout first, just because it's higher up on the list, which makes me think it's not that much progression. I feel like going to the exterior and then onwards is probably going to be closer to where we want to be going. Whereas the coastal hideout feels like more of a bonus extra area. Do I like Linkin Park, Paramore, Evanescence? Yes to all of the above. I feel like we want to go back to the carcass medallion. We're in here, because that's going to be more useful. Hi. Yeah, I'm definitely going to want to go to the carcass medallion and bring it. You should totally listen to my song. The old hybrid theory vibes. Very nice. Okay, he's dead. Are you... Is it just Eily Funk on Spotify? One word? Yeah. That one there. Okay, well, I'll follow straight off the bat. Are you good with me playing it on the stream? Yes, awesome stuff. Let me add in... Where is it? Application audio. Existing, Spotify. That one. I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm going to finish off eating. We'll play this song. And then hopefully we'll be able to carry on. Let me bump this back up a little bit. And skip. I mean, straight away, that's going on the playlist. So I'm going to write it. Maybe picking up on that just a little bit. Okay, now. I like that. That's very cool. That's immediately gone on my everything playlist. Definitely getting the hybrid theory vibes. Also definitely getting you were quite angry when you wrote that. But yes, have a follow. And yeah, absolutely, like, if you do any more tracks, whenever you release them, just feel free to shout. Because yeah, that was very cool. I like that. Might even DM you a sneak peek of one. I mean, I wouldn't object to that. But I genuinely really like that. Puppet Prince's Imperial Crown. We'll be checking that in a minute. It is actually a crown. Worn during Red actress Adelina Corday's most popular performance, the celestial voice captivated many with its dreamlike performances. The crown was cherished as a symbol of those performances, but in the end it vanished like a dream. This is what the merchant said about. The merchant in the carnival said about a crown that went missing in a shipwreck. Okay, we're back up here. That drops down there, that drops into there. Okay, cool, so that's what that all is. Yeah, we came around that way, didn't we? And that just drops off there. Okay, cool. So that's that. I wonder if... Mind you, actually, there was another merchant here. Let's have a quick chat with him, because I think it's maybe the same one. If not, we'll go back to the carnival.
So,
Okay, it's not that one. Okay. He was... In fact, I'm just going to check. Rather than spending the next half hour running around trying to work out where I'm going. No, not TikTok links. I just want to know if I can do anything else with it or if it is just equipment. Okay, it looks like it is purely. There is no other mention of it. Okay, cool. So that's that done. So let's go this way. Okay. Oh, this isn't a mini boss at all. There he is. I knew it.
How in the world are you still alive? You really are one of the luckiest fellows I've ever met. All that effort to stop you down the drain. Proud of yourself?
Why is he doing this?
It's no great mystery, lad. For myself, obviously. Wait, you expected some grand speech on justice, honor, and duty? Meaningless concepts in this world. No speeches, just action. I just need to carry out my part in Sir Simon's grand plan. And then, I'll reap all the rewards I have sown.
Okay.
Whoever lives, dies, or fights means nothing to me.
Why are you all of
Let
a
us
sudden on the
take you
ship
for
from Neo
example.
1?
You think your story means
It's the
anything?
crossover you didn't know you needed.
You are a nuisance to be disposed of. A nobody.
What if you did the same thing to Veronique?
Veronique was a nuisance too. One who dug too deep. The legendary Stalker and the leader of the Sweepers. Two troublesome sides of the same coin. It is indeed unfortunate that my trap built for two snared only one. That so-called legend, Leia Florence, evaded my scheme. But you know where she is.
He got a bit of a trunk on him.
Don't you?
A little bit. But a peaceful solution.
I'm so glad you mentioned this. Of course, I too want only peace. You see, I abhor violence.
And how does Limacchio have in his head?
Savages, my
It
good
looks like
fellow.
a snail. Like, it's the shell on his forehead, and then it's
I
got
find such things
the body of the snail coming up, and then the two little stalks.
now.
I've only just clocked that that's what it is.
And what could be a more peaceful solution?
I've been wondering that every
than
time
you
I've run into
simply
him.
not resisting and allowing me to do what I must. You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here.
Oh, goody.
On to
Yeah,
more
okay,
legendary
cool.
challenges, or she too will die.
Yeah, it's a snail. Okay, well hopefully we can drop in and not have to be right up next to him. We will switch to the human one. We'll keep fire on. Waiting rappel from Stalker. Apparently so.
You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here. Now, on to more legendary challenges, or she too will die.
It's going to be one of those fights again.
You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here.
I attack now? Nope, okay.
Be of good cheer. Now that you've seen this place, I'll ensure your suffering ends for good. Behold, an elixir of great power.
Oh,
Crafted by
goody.
the most brilliant alchemists as reward for my contributions.
Okay.
Wait. What is happening?
What is this? Okay. So we get him down to half health. He then heals and hits harder. We then get him down to half health again. He then transforms and heals again. This isn't BS how? Right, we're going to put that back on Carcass then. We're going to switch that out for... that.
You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here. Behold, an elixir of great power.
Yeah,
crafted
he's
by the most brilliant alchemists
invincible
as
when he's doing
reward
that as well.
for my contributions.
So I just have to let him do it. My fire maybe trigger now?
It's time for you to die.
No? Okay. We're just not going to set him alight, apparently. There we go. Just as he's about to heal all his health.
What is happening?
Is that? Let's just swim around the arena indefinitely. Is there a parry mechanic at all or just straight block dodge? There is a parry. Well, so you are encouraged to parry. So if you just hold block, I'll take a chunk of damage still. It'll be less than if I don't block, but I'll still take damage. If I get a perfect block, that is essentially the parry. It doesn't necessarily stop them attacking, but when I do it and their weapon flashes red, that's when I've got a perfect block. It is possible to destroy enemy weapons, so if I get enough perfect blocks, it will damage the enemy weapon, and if I do that enough, it will break the enemy weapon. I also take a lot less damage if I perfect block. So the encouragement is to try and do that. But the timing is quite thin, and yeah, when the enemy is just bouncing around the map indefinitely, spamming attacks left, right and centre, it's a little bit tricky to get the timings down.
And in more ways than one. But the games end here.
Well, I got like 2 perfect blocks there.
Only 2 will die.
But yeah, it doesn't slow them down. Like, it's very difficult to slow, especially a boss, to slow them down. Like, if they're doing a combo, they're gonna keep just going until they actually poise break. But it's difficult to poise break them when they're just relentlessly attacking you non-stop and you don't have an opening to attack back.
You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here.
Whereas, like that, if I'm in a wind-up and they decide they're going to attack me, I'll get knocked out of my attack straight away. Heal. I pressed the button. Do it. Yeah, I think the decay isn't helping.
Behold, an elixir of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemists as reward for my contribution. Wait. What is happening?
Okay. Let's swap out that for that. Cat's watching over my shoulder.
You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here.
Dodged into it. Oh, I should have healed. No. How are you not on fire yet?
An
Okay,
elixir
cool.
of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemists as reward for my contributions.
Okay, one of them. Let's pop a resistance one. And we're dead. Okay. Sure. I don't even know at this point.
You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here.
I mean, I was mashing the dodge button, but sure.
Behold, an elixir of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemists as reward for my contributions.
Dude, back off. Just a 100 hit combo for no reason. It's awful.
Wait. What is happening?
Really? I perfect blocked that last one. Was not poisoned. Still died. There was no way of me getting out of that. Was much better for the most part. Definitely screwed up towards the end of the human fight. And we got a decent amount of blocks down on the mutant as well. He just killed me through perfect blocks, which is always fun. Is that a baby behind you? You mean this? These two? Right, we are going to have ads in about a minute, so I appreciate everyone sticking around through them. We run 3 minutes of ads in one block, which just clears it for the entire hour, so I apologise for the impending ad jail, but I appreciate everyone who does stick with it.
You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here.
I love how there's absolutely no stagger timer on him. He just immediately jumps back up and starts pounding my face in. Really helpful. Of course you dodged both of those, you piece of shit. Right, can I get my charge attack in now?
An elixir of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemists.
Not mean to do that.
As a reward for my contributions. You know far too much. It's time to die.
Climbing back. No, never mind.
Wait. Oh, what is happening?
Oh. Ah, stop. did it again. I'm stuck on the wall. I got pinned on like the tiny little fragment of wall. The amount of times this game has done that to me in this DLC, it's ridiculous. Imagine not being subscribed to us. I know, right? Disgraceful behaviour.
You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here.
So you start.
Behold, an elixir of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemists as reward for my contributions.
And my inputs just don't register as well. Not off-putting at all when I press the heal button and he just stands there like a dumbass.
It's time for you to die.
Dude. Oh. There's so many heals on this, it's ridiculous. We're just gonna completely ignore the friggin' special attack I did. Well, we're dead. Yeah.
You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here.
off. Let me in charge attack.
Behold, an elixir of great power,
Brilliant.
crafted by the most brilliant alchemists as reward for my contributions.
Right, well, this attempt I'm not attached to now. Half of my attacks just haven't registered, which is super helpful.
You know far too much. It's time to die.
I mean, I blocked, but sure.
Wait. Oh, what is happening?
I don't like this. Oh, you just full on knocked me out of that. Wonderful. Fuck that run. I've had the extra friends that said, no one needs to sub. No one ever feels like I am expecting them to sub, because I'm not. If people can sub without screwing yourself over, and you want to, absolutely appreciate it. But there is never a single moment of expectation that people show up and watch, let alone do things like sub. So, just putting that out there. I don't know what else to try and throw at this guy. Feel like I recognise that villain's voice. Have you played Baldur's Gate 3?
You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here.
Oh,
On to more legendary challenges, for she too will die.
it's all good. It's all good. I know you were joking around. Haven't played it. I'm not sure what else he's voiced, but yeah, the voice actor who did Astarion in Baldur's Gate 3, the vampire dude, it's the same voice actor for this guy.
You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways
Oh.
than one. But the games end here.
Good job with the thank you for the gift sub.
spear of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemist as a reward for my contributions.
Too early. Way too early. Heal! Heal! Third time pressing the button. Off me. Oh, what is this? Okay.
With iron bars, iron bars, iron bars, filled it up with iron bars, my fair lady.
Is that Moon or Mads?
Filled it up with iron bars, iron bars,
Mads.
iron bars, filled it up with iron bars, my fair lady.
Thank you for the bridge, Mads.
Iron bars will bend and break, bend and break, bend and break. Iron bars will bend and break, my fair lady. Iron bars will bend.
Okay. We've got it. It's there. I just need to stop throwing it quite so much.
You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here.
He says, immediately hyper throwing. Yeah, this is not it. Yeah, just no, just no, just no.
Or she too will die.
Just no. We go again.
You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here.
Yeah, well, he's on fire at least. That's a plus.
Behold, an elixir of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemist as reward for my contributions. You know far too much. It's time to die.
Pizza time? No, I want pizza. Let's just do that. Just get out of the way. Leave me alone. Right, that's in phase 2 done. We do that, we do that. We'll pop that. Full health, we've got 6 heals. You just knocked me out of that. Awesome. Lasher, what pizza have you got? When can I come and get mine?
You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here.
I just want you to set on fire now. Please? There we go.
Behold,
Right, phase
an
1,
elixir
done.
of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemist as reward for my contributions. You know far too much. It's time for you to die.
Yeah, blocked way too early for that. How are you not phase 3 yet?
Wait. What is happening?
Yeet. Mm. This game. And breathe. Got a meteor from Domino's? Oh, good choice. What base do you have? Whenever you want. Oh, don't threaten me with a good time. Not after this. Like, you've seen what's happening, right? You threaten me with a good time like that, you just... The company of the Ashadar Mascot and barbecue-based meteor from Domino's. That's just... Gonna have to change before I even get in the car.
And in more ways than one. But the games end here.
I strongly disagree. Yeah, alright. I messed with that. I shouldn't have tried to... I threw an extra attack in when I shouldn't have. Like, that was all out of whack then. The thing is, I'm probably massively handicapping myself by only using this weapon. Like, I could probably use any other weapon that attacked differently or had different stats on it or anything like that, and it would probably be a bit more manageable. But me and my stubborn ass has decided I'm going to use this weapon all the way through the game, and here we are. I can't believe that previous run, we got so close. Like, he was ready to stagger and everything. He was properly dead. He was done. And I just completely threw it. Wait.
An elixir
Blah, blah, blah,
of
blah.
power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemist as reward for my contributions.
I've not been able to break his weapon yet. Oh, I could have got a crit there. Way too early. What am I doing?
Wait.
What's that? Right, let's just full heal. Wait a little bit to do that. Just so that it actually stays on a bit longer. What is this timing? Oh, I don't have any left. Oh, god damn it, I'm dead. I don't have that left either. Oh, what am I doing? I'm throwing completely. Pop that. Do that. Summer chilling, thank you for that follow. Welcome him. Thank you for the GG. Fudge me. My weapon's busted as well. Like, that was the last hit, and then my weapon broke. I had no cure for the poison. I had no normal heals. That was full panic mode for that last couple of hits then. Jesus. Thank you, Asher. Thank you, Andromeda. Thank you, everybody. Jesus Christ, I'm glad that's done.
Please, my dear, good, kind fellow, hear me out, please. I can explain everything.
It's
All of
definitely
it. Please,
Astarian
just
as well. You can hear it now.
Don't kill me.
About what he wants to say.
All this happened, all of it, because of the alchemist and that damned infighting. I had to pick a side. Don't you see? I'd have ended up like Veronique, or your precious legend.
Now he wants to beg.
I
Yep.
had to choose. I chose Simon's side. I only did what he commanded. Please, I beg for mercy. If I did evil, it was not of my design, it was them.
About the legendary Stalker.
This isn't common knowledge. But when Valentinus ran things, she was... what was it? Off limits. Whatever she got up to, we were told to ignore it. To pretend it wasn't happening. But even as Simon gathered more power and influence, she remained loyal to Valentinus. And when she and Simon came into direct conflict, a bounty was quietly and unofficially placed on her head. Competition was fierce. Veronique's faction targeted her repeatedly, and our side couldn't disobey orders.
About the medicine.
This is a mistake. But how? The alchemist gave me this elixir. No middleman. was complete. Worked on carcasses, they said. I was to have a stronger body, one immune to disease and infection. I was to become... But no. It must have been a mistake. They gave me the wrong one. The wrong elixir. I must have treatment. I must. My good, kind fellow. Please. Sir.
What do we think? Do we punish him or do we leave him? Andromeda says punish. So, my thinking here is, he obviously wanted to kill us and was working against everybody. He was trying to help Simon out. He wants treatment. We don't have treatment. So is the bigger punishment... I mean, I'm assuming if we pick punish him, we're going to kill him. If we leave him, we walk away. Is the bigger punishment to put him out of his misery? Or is the bigger punishment to leave him and let him do what he's doing? Because he's not going to become more human from where he is now. Leave him to rot. Yeah, see, this is the thing. I mean, I could be wrong. Punishing him might not be killing him. Like, this is me just thinking out loud. It seems like the obvious choice is going to be that punish him means killing him. But is that enough of a punishment? Leave him. You just give him a bit of a spank on the body. Spank on the tush. Don't do it again. Go to your room for the night. As opposed to the more enjoyable sounding, don't do it again. Go to your room. Spank on the tushy. That's a whole other kind of evening. We think leave him?
You're just leaving me. But you must take me with you. I need treatment. You cold-blooded rogue. You're as bad as they are. You cold-blooded...
Okay, so we didn't get like a heart react or anything from that. We didn't get a springs or a heart. I wonder if I attack him. Yeah, we're committed to just leaving him now.
I'll be honest, it's the terrible conclusion that schemers like him face in the end. What a fall from grace. He had everything. Why throw it all away like this?
Oh my. There you go. He died. Lumacio's last letter. Writing is messy and nearly illegible. You should have helped me. What use are your noble words and high-minded morality when you would leave one like me to rot? I'm a coward, worthy of pity, even contempt. Yet, I am worthy. I am no villain. To survive in a world gone mad, one must make sacrifices. The laws of nature demand it. Indeed, in the end, did you not sacrifice me to ensure your own survival? In the end, is there really all that much difference between us? Though I die this day, remember me in every battle through all your tomorrows. But be warned, you too will be forced to make sacrifices, unpleasant ones, but you will make them to survive. It's an inevitability. Lumachio Pantalon. Feel warmth. So that was the human option. What do you want? Unless she's done her painting now. Why is she holding an item and seemingly dead? Painting created by Godard, the blind painter. It's been painted roughly with oil paints. The painter, trapped in darkness, yearned for a ray of light to illuminate her from within. That light was connected to a profoundly blue and strange sky. To the one within the darkness, to the one who showed such kindness to this blind painter who had lost her light. After you returned my lost art supplies, I became inspired and finished my painting. This painting. As time passes, I'm certain the world will acknowledge its true worth. To that end, please show this painting to as many people as possible. And we got a record. We need to go and listen to all those, actually. We've got like 4 or 5 of those since the last time we sat down. Okay. Right, so we need to get back here at some point. We'll go to the hotel. We'll pick the gold fruit, because that's full. We'll buy some more healing cubes. We'll talk to everybody. We'll go to the exterior and see what was the other way. Because I feel like, given how tough that boss was, the interior is going to be the way forward. That fight was rough. I hope everyone in chat's doing okay. Thank you everyone for hanging out and being here. It is very much appreciated.
I can't believe the leader of the bastards was conspiring with the alchemists. I never realized their interests had become so entwined. Well, let me take a look at those clothes for a moment.
There we go.
You see this double lining? It contains a hidden pocket for hiding valuables. I'd hoped I wouldn't locate the key to this cipher machine inside. It would appear the noble reputation of the leader of the bastards was a facade. I'll decrypt it right away, so we can see what heinous deeds he was hiding. Lumacchio didn't simply cooperate with the alchemists. It appears he was Simon's hunting dog, stalking and killing those opposed to the alchemists. I am truly disappointed in Lumacchio. I thought him destined to become a shining pillar of light atop Krat. Considering who the lighthouse keeper betrayed, I doubt he escaped unscathed. Unless, of course, he'd prepared a hideout. If so, the only piece of advice I can give for finding its whereabouts is to put yourself in the shoes of the lighthouse keeper.
Target not found. Reconnaissance of hideout unsuccessful. Maintaining blockade is a standing warning to the target and all traitors. My apologies, Sir Manus. Your disappointment is warranted, for I have failed you. In my defense, the traitorous fat swine has been hoarding and stealing from us since the very beginning, and not one of us saw it. I knew that lighthouse keeper was both insidious and audacious, but I never thought he would go for the elixir. I have no excuse. That said, I believe there is no longer need for concern. The target could not possibly have escaped the lighthouse. In the meantime, I shall blockade the seas themselves to make an example of the traitor. The gluttonous grifter will have nothing to eat but his own flesh. Okay. Can I show you the picture actually whilst I'm here?
Any enemy of the owl.
Nope.
Well met.
Oh yeah, we got another rare eye, didn't we? A gunblade. Full salvo. Weapon of the Stalker Falcon, also known as the Noble Knight. The barrel forged along the great sword's blade can channel ergo bullets. May I stand at the front lines, protecting all from near and afar. Even when facing the great nightmare of the ruins, the knight's oath did not change. It's a freaking gunblade. I don't know if it's going to be enough to sway me from the scythe, but we're going to give it a go. A little spin there as well. Yeah, the flourish is, yeah, okay. That is very cool. Right, gold fruit. I wanted me to do something with the painting here, but no one seems to want to talk about the painting. I'm only going to buy 2 just because we always want to make sure we have a gold fruit on us, just in case. Okay. Oh wait, there's a spot here. You adorned the wall with the painting. Surprised we haven't got any music playing.
Any enemy of the Alchemist.
Well met.
Okay, so still no one wants to talk about painting, that's fine. Right. We're going to carry on. I am going to take a quick break though. But yeah, give me a couple of minutes. I'm going to go to the loo. I'm going to grab another drink because this one's almost done. And then when I come back, we will just carry on. I've been live for some amount of hours now. I don't know how long we've been live for, because OBS has reset a couple of times, but it's been a while. But yeah, give me a few minutes. I'm gonna grab a drink, go to the loo, and then when I come back, we will carry on. Well, if it helps. Making this dog second breeds, awesome stuff. I am very glad to be helping with that. So I'll take the win. But yeah, give me a few minutes. I'll be back, and then we will carry on with the DLC. I'll be right back.
Nasıl da?
Would
Come on,
probably
back
help
there.
if you weren't aiming like Dutch and hit them.
Hey, it's the boy.
Alright, there's 3 of them in there. Oh! Oh, you got them!
Did you wait? What?
Like, that just did a finally killed. You nuked that entire car. Ooh woo. Orly. Nope, screw that room. Nope, I'm out. Nope, done. Screw you. Boink. Yeah, a little bit of a green gate problem right now. Damn it! Balls. Okay. We can recover.
Just a little cut. Oh, what's wrong, Rebecca? Don't be
No.
afraid of your death.
Jesus. Okay, that's new.
But he's got a backpack on. Okay. You took him for a little ride with you as well. It's nice of you.
It's actually in the car. No, don't shut that door. Oh, you can swivel. Happy birthday, Simon.
All together, guys. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear me. I'm gonna finish it. Happy birthday to me.
Is that your birthday?
Yep, it is now. It'd be a bit odd if it wasn't. Just did all that.
Jesus Christ. And I'm back. Damn it, woman. Yeah, I just shot her in the head. She deserved it, 100%. And ads are done as well, so that's always a plus. Thank you everyone who's still here. Cool, that's all there, that's all there. Oh god, okay. How long is Nightmare? Only 3:17, okay. We'll listen to this one quickly, and then we'll go to the next area. I'm just going to upgrade this because I can. Only go to 4. I love the fact that they put a gunblade in the game. I just want to see if we get any more reaction from listening to the records in the DLC. Habitate, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Looking to purchase Lies of P. Steam would be a good place to start. Let's check it out first. I appreciate that. Just as a heads up, if you want to stick around, absolutely more than happy for you to do that. Just as a friendly heads up, we are what feels like quite late in the DLC for Lies of P. So, big spoiler warning. I appreciate you want to check it out first, and I would love it if you want to stick around and watch, but I just want to give you that heads up that this is what feels like very late in the DLC for the game. So, definite spoiler warning if you do want to stick around. But if you do, very happy to have you in. Hope you're doing okay. Hope your Saturday's going okay so far. We are just waiting for this song to finish up. You can see the record over on the left hand side of the screen. We're just waiting for this song to finish, and then as soon as it does, which will be, it's like 15-20 seconds, we will go somewhere a little bit more interesting. Okay, we did get a reaction from it. Cool. Right, okay, so everywhere else is done. Let's check below deck first. Because it would make more sense if the below deck here is extra stuff, and then we go back and proceeding is back in the exterior, because if we're underwater, how can there be movement forwards? Like, there's nowhere to go. Whoa, hello. Game, can we stop losing frames now? Right, all of the random stuff. Okay, this is the other side of the boss room. Ooh, Madman's Journal. I've learned the devil's method. The subject's body must be fresh, minimal post-mortem time. The container must have a close resemblance to the subject. Appearance is key. The essence acquired from the subject must have been produced before death. If this is true, only one element is missing, and it requires a desecration I can't begin to imagine, but must. Am I cursed? Is this retribution for letting myself be blinded by grief and working with these alchemist devils? But without her pain, I had no reason to go on. Send me back to my child. Alas, I cannot, but I can still get the child back myself. If so, that is the only course I can take. I'll have no choice but to make this my singular purpose. Okay. Well, that happened. And I can't aim. Oh, goody. Just gonna keep running. That's my face. Get off my face. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I'm in trouble. This was a mistake. Whose silly idea was this? Duh, get out of the way. Get inside, get inside, get inside, get inside. Oh god. Yep, that's fair. The plan is to come back through here. I'm just kind of hoping for a checkpoint. There is not a checkpoint. Oh, I've made so many mistakes. Oh god. Okay, right. Let's slow down a little bit. Now that we've mad dashed past everybody. Let's reset. We'll try and clear this deck. Because also, if we can get rid of these cannon guys, then we can go back onto the ice and actually explore out there a little bit as well. Without being bombarded. Oh, you have so much health. Why did you have so much health? Duh. Okay. Cannon down. Oh, mistakes, 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 mistakes. That was far too close. Sir, come back here. What are the chances of being able to sneak up on this guy, do we think? I'm thinking no. Yeah. Not even maybe. I mean, that works. Never done that before, but that'll play. Silent Evangelist, Mace Head, and Handle. Okay. Cheeky shot put. There's a lighthouse. And there's a beacon. Okay, I'm guessing we're heading to the lighthouse. Okay. Hello? List of sent items. Documents contained herein must be sent with high priority. This folio must be transported aboard the Archon fleet. Assessment of Simon by the Order. The Path to God, Research Compendium, Books 1 to 3. Excuse me. Research paper, Physical alterations arising from Ergo. Comparative experiment, Awakened puppets and the ego of Ergo. Report on experiment 7 regarding the cause of carcass mutations. Case collection, carcass mutations resulting from side effects of the cure. Financial report of the Order. Ergo transaction statement. Copies of letters and notes concerning Simon's close associates. And final list of Simon's followers. Okay, and that's back where we came in. That leads up there. Hidden chest. Broad Bay 30 year. Is it historic? Oh, it's a sold item. Premium whiskey aged for over 30 years. Somebody recognizes value. Masterpiece crafted on a remote island on the north. With its deep and rich flavour emerging from the coveted oak barrel, it's truly worthy of being called a legend among whiskies. Okay, and that is another checkpoint. So we have gone we need to go back over the top of the ship. Check out that other half. Checked in there. Get rid of you. Grab that. This looks fun. Mad Puppet's message.
Just look at you all, scrambling blindly like headless chickens.
Arlecchino.
Pathetic. You thought to sink me, but your ships run aground. Arlecchino was lost, but my freedom
The riddles.
I have found. And in such a state, I find myself. What magnificent gifts you've given me. Fear not. I shall put these tools to good use. I truly thought it was the end. My body shattered and destroyed. It's not hyperbole to say, well, I was a wreck. Then, along came you, brilliant, misguided maniacs to give me another chance at life. For that, I thank you from the bottom of my, let's call it, heart. But time flies, and there's much to do. I must now bid you all adieu.
Okay.
I have more debts to collect. The one who left me in such a wretched state. Oh, they call her the Lady Stalker now. Such a splendid little title. And she owes it all to me. Only fitting to congratulate her in person. See the truth behind the legend. But I sure won't be doing that here with you idiots. It's time I paid a visit to the zoo and remind her of her debt. Oh, Arlecchino, you are a clever one.
Alright. So, the Arlecchino we're looking for definitely becomes the Riddle King. Puppet locked in the brig is dangerous. To even think of releasing something as mad as that into the city, it cannot be allowed. When we have travelled sufficient distance from the city of Krat, but retrieve what ergo is left inside that puppet and permanently dispose of whatever remains. Yeah, Arlecchino obviously becomes the Riddle King that we know from the main game.
Do I even want to know what was in that cell? Or what kind of monster it was? Probably not. But here's hoping a deranged beast hasn't been set loose upon the world.
I'm glad I came back to check that half now. Yeah, okay. So Arlecchino becomes the Riddle King. The It's tricky because having done the base game already, I know more about the Riddle King. But I will hold fire on that thought until we get there in the base game. And I'm curious to see what happens now, because Leia's obviously looking for Arlecchino because she's trying to save Romeo. Arlecchino isn't Arlecchino anymore from the sound of it. He's gone a bit doolally. Wanted, Alidoro. Apprehended immediately upon discovery. Fugitive fled after inflicting serious damage upon the Order. Multiple charges have been filed, including theft of confidential information, destruction of property, abduction and luring of Order members, defamation against the Order. Wanted dead or alive. No liability shall be assigned regarding his condition. Wonder if we can show that to Alidoro. Bitch. Put it now. Yeah, that's fine. Die. I'm dead. Okay. Alright, so where are we? It put us back over here. Do I want to run back through that lot? Let's just go over here. We'll do it this way instead. I have got stuff. Alright, we'll do this quickly since we're here. And then we'll go to the other... the exterior one. And we'll check out what was there.
Is that? Yes, it is. Word around town is that the legendary Stalker prefers Lab Lewy wine. But when it comes to harder stuff, and since you know its value, don't even think about walking away without...
Interesting comment to make. Quickly go back to the hotel, we'll give that in. That'll open up more shop options. We'll talk to Alidoro as well.
Well met.
Or maybe not Alidoro, but probably Alidoro.
Found it, my treasured blood. As a reward, I shall go. Well met.
What have you got now? A famous detective mustache. And another quartz. Fake mustache used by a famous detective as a disguise. Its striking appearance distracts eyes from seeing the face hidden beneath. Detective both pursues lies and is pursued by lies as well. The disguise can keep liars guessing long enough for a good detective to grasp the truth.
Any enemy of the...
Yeah, okay, can't talk to him about that. Right. Yeah, we'll go back this way. There was another path to the left that I thought was an extra path, but it turns out might not be an extra path. So we'll check this out first. This DLC is huge. Like, I was a bit wary of the £25 price tag on it.
I have won. I caught you. Fish.
Salau, the old fisherman.
For 3 days and 3 nights we battled.
I think he's meant to be a white whale.
I never slept nor ate. I fought and fought until I triumphed.
About what happened?
They all said I would never catch any fish. But I am a fisherman. The last fisherman of Krat. If not I, then who? I rode out to prove that even the greatest fish of the sea could not defeat me.
He caught this monster on his own.
Indeed, I did. I caught it.
Is that Moby Dick? That's what I'm wondering.
I fought the beast for 3 days and 3 nights. No food, no sleep. In the end, I caught it with my bare hands. A great toll is taken on my body.
Why he went so far?
Why? Because I am a fisherman, of course. The petrification disease, carcass monsters, none of that matters. Any day the sun also rises, so does the tide. And a fisherman must head to sea to bring in the catch. That's what I wanted to teach the fools in the village.
Anything he needs help with?
You would help an old man? Refreshing in one so young. All right, go to the village and find that foolish brat, Manolin. Find him and tell him I caught the fish. And get the beer he holds for me. After battling this fish for 3 days, I am exhausted. It's time to celebrate my triumph. And a beer is just what I need.
Okay. But yeah, I feel like this is definitely meant to be a Moby Dick reference. My light wasn't on. I mean, there's so many little nods and references and stuff throughout the whole game. Like, it wouldn't surprise me at all if that's meant to be a Moby Dick reference. It's annoying because there's like a level's worth of souls back there. I just don't know if I want to fight my way back through to get them. These are the traditional tales, exactly. I mean, how the whole thing's based on Pinocchio. We've got... There's the reference in the post-game credits that I won't mention just yet because we haven't got there in this playthrough. But there's a reference at the end of the post-game credits. That could definitely be a Moby Dick reference. Bitch, can you stagger now, please? I'll poise break you even if I am slow, so just stop. Okay, with that in mind, let's put that on my belt. Would really like to be done with the ice now, though. Go with ow. Can I attack now, please? Thank you. So, like, spamming the heavy attack button is just not doing it. It's not stressful in the slightest. There we go. Yeah, because that's not a trap. I stand corrected. It was not a trap. I apologize, game. Please don't make me regret that later. That's the shortcut out. Mayor's Journal. Salau set out to sea 2 days ago. In the end, I couldn't stop that damned old fool. As if all the monsters suddenly appearing and throwing everything into chaos weren't bad enough, why must that stubborn old man make me suffer so much in my twilight years? But it's not just him. It seems everyone here has suddenly lost their minds. More and more villagers are suddenly insisting that they want to die. It feels like I'm the only one who cares about the village anymore. Let's start by checking in with residents next door. The rest of the words are smudged and illegible. Need the Fisherman's Weather Key. I'm guessing I get that as a quest reward. From the Fisherman. It's very pretty. Oh, there's a checkpoint. The Haunted Lighthouse. The legend of how the Crap Lighthouse came to be called the Haunted Lighthouse is quite famous. However, even the most avid storytellers do not know the name of the ghost. In life, the ghost's name was Columbo. who was Krat's lighthouse keeper, but all knew him only as the portly keeper, for he was said to have been a greedy glutton. Columbo used his position to extort money from boat captains, giving lights only to those who paid. They say he amassed a huge fortune that he hid in a secret location only he could access. That treasure has never been found, leading to rumours the keeper became so portly by eating all the treasure himself. The townspeople cursed Columbo with their every breath. Some believe the curse worked because one day Columbo vanished. Like his treasure, he has never been found. The lighthouse could not be left unattended, so the townspeople appointed a new keeper, but that keeper suddenly resigned, driven from the post by the cries of the ghost that haunts the lighthouse. This repeated with the next keeper, and the next, and many more, all fearing the wrath of the ghost. It was only after the keeper changed 7 times that Columbo's ghost finally fell quiet. Even now it said the screams of the portly keeper can be heard echoing through the lighthouse when storms lash the shores. Perhaps the sounds of howling at Columbo raging at the townspeople who cursed him. That sounds fun. That's a big fish. Right, let's check out the lighthouse. Yeah, we might as well rest. Since we're here. Why is she here? Young fisherman's letter and an old bottle of beer. It's been a few days since you rode out to kick the bucket, old man. You'll have to drink that beer you love so much in heaven. If you make it back, I promise I'll go to sea with you, even if it means we might die. Even if monsters leap from the waves all around us, fish has got to fish. If we're going to shake in our boots, we got to do it on water, right? Whatever, you old coot, just come back safely and soon, or I swear I'll drink your last remaining beer. And there's the beer that we need.
Hey, buddy, see that? Over there. We found it. The Rose Estate.
Okay.
Leia should be nearby.
I can't go inside.
I want to go down there and check that out. That's where we came up. So yeah, we need to go... Oh great, up the mountain pass. Why are you there? Why are you following me, you creepy doll?
Oh, it's you. My forever friend. I'm so glad to see you again.
She's gonna
I
stab me in
followed the
sleep.
white butterfly here. I found the Rose Estate, but it's full of sadness now. I can't go inside. I'm okay. I have you. My new friend who looks like my old friend. You gave me the world again. I miss my old friend, but it's okay that you're not him. You're on your own journey, and I think that's wonderful. Will you promise me something? When your journey ends, let's meet again in a pretty place. Rizora will wait for you there.
Rizora's treasure, photo of the tree of friendship. Holy crap! Tree of friendship. This tree was planted to celebrate the expansion of Krat City Hall. May many find respite beneath its boughs and build joyful memories. Charles drawing that looks very old.
Rizora's created. I'm sure my creator. When your journey.
That's the zoo. Giraffe and lion. Okay. Okay. What's that other picture? I wonder. Oh, that's your key. The Battle Maniac's mask and the Blazing Death hunting apparel. So that is all 4 of the Black Rabbit armor sets now. Okay, so that was up. So let's go down. Yeah. Display showing the decoded panel. The raised floor panel seems sensitive to weight.
The whole thing's just suspicious. Think about it. There aren't really that many places someone as heavy as that lighthouse keeper can hide it. The whole thing's just suspicious. Think about it. There aren't really that many places someone as heavy as that lighthouse keeper can hide it.
That's why. That's why you can buy the Giant's Amulet. That's kind of cool. I like that. Lighthouse Keeper's Journal. They bought bars of gold and made a request. Their ship's movements are not to be recorded in the official logs. It's truly a profitable deal. The local fishermen are nothing compared to them. They arrived at the lighthouse again, loaded with a generous payment of gold bars. What are they transporting that's worth so much to keep secret? I snatched a box when they weren't looking. All I found inside were bottles of medicine. The idiots didn't even notice the box I'd nicked. I sold all the bottles on the black market. I told them it was medicine, so I got a great price. Later, Maxim said that none of his customers ever returned after buying the medicine, but I don't see how that's my concern. My treasure trove is growing. All these fools are making me rich. The writing is smeared with blood. This is a joke, right? I only nicked a few boxes. They had plenty. Why would they do this to me? I'm trapped. Why won't anyone help me? I'll starve. I can't eat treasure. Someone get me out of here. He wasted away. Okay, I like that. Yeah, that makes a whole lot more sense. I remember looking at that Giant's Amulet thinking, what the hell am I going to do with this? I thought there was another amulet that would have paired with it, that would have made a bit more sense. But no, it was just... it was for that puzzle. That's kind of cool. I like that. Right, let's go give... Is it Ahab in Moby Dick? Give the fisherman his drink.
It's time to celebrate my triumph. And a bit.
And in the beer.
Good. This is the bottle of beer I saved. I bought 3 bottles of this brew after my wife left me. I already drank 2, now this is the last one. The one I swore I'd only open once I caught the fish.
Did you praise my catch to the villagers and the brat?
Everyone was impressed.
Did the brat crack a grin? I bet he did. It's why I caught the fish, to teach Manolin a life lesson. That we are not made for defeat. That humans can be destroyed but not defeated. Let's raise a toast to victory. With the beer I saved for this day.
Fisherman's weathered key. Key with a cord to wear around the neck to prevent it from being lost, even in high waves. The old fisherman never took this key off, not when fixing the nets or going out to sea. Okay, that's that done. Guess the lighthouse is going to be the closest one. We'll check this, then we'll go back to the hotel, and then we'll move forward. We've seen the Rose Estate as well now, which I feel, after all of the conversations that we've had, I feel like the Rose Estate is going to be the last bit of the DLC. So I'm now kind of like, I just want to keep streaming until we get there and try and finish it today. Old Fisherman's Letter. To my beloved Clara, the day you collapsed coughing up blue blood still haunts my nightmares. At first I wallowed in sorrow and tried to follow you. Then I remembered the words you spoke to me, a shabby fisher, on the day you became my wife. Do not turn your back on the sea when it beckons. I bought 3 bottles of beer to drink with you. Now only 1 bottle remains. Do you remember that young brat Manolin? I've entrusted the last bottle of beer to him. Now I head to sea. Don't worry, my love. Come what may, I will always return to you. We get the song as well. Okay. That's that. So yeah, we'll go back to the hotel. We'll hand in the mini quest for Aldoro. And then we'll go up the cliff. Thank you everyone who's still here. I know it's been a crazy long stream already. I feel like I started around 10 o'clock. In fact, I can check. Hang on. Which one's going to be quickest to check? Probably that one. So I first started at 11 o'clock. 11 AM UK time was when the first stream went live. So we've been going for just over 8 hours currently. We may well be running for a 24-hour... No. We may well be running for a 12-hour stream today. 12.
Any enemy of the alchemists as a friend of mine.
12.
The door only opened for someone of great weight. Ingenious. Who would have thought? Well done. You have the keen mind of a detective. To condemn the lighthouse keeper to such a cruel fate, though.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Wrongdoings.
Yeah.
As long as the alchemists rule Kra,
12 and 12 is.
Such as this shall never end.
God damn.
Thank you for revealing another truth. Without you, the alchemist's secrets would have stayed locked away forever. More problems remain, of course. For all intents and purposes,
realistically,
remains under the thumb of the alchemists. I know that what I'm doing is something that must be done. but I
Birds.
often feel like I'm fighting alone in meaningless battles. The enemy is great, and I am but one man. Will my efforts ultimately be in vain? Will the terrible truths I know ever be revealed to the people of Krat? Will the terrible truths I know...
Krat will be saved.
Well, you fascinate me. You talk of future events as if they've already happened. Your words bring great comfort.
Right, 3, 2, 1, okay.
They also remind me yet again of the person I must protect. My only family, someone whose life I pray shines with truth.
Oh, that was horrible.
Destined to toil through life, mired in deceit and lies. But my wish is for her to live happily. That's the sole reason I remain here and continue to fight.
Decrypt all clues hidden inside the cipher machines. Nice. So we finished off that side quest entirely.
For now, I intend to. I believe it is time for us. For now, I believe we both fight to protect. It is time for us to go.
Okay, so he's not going to tell us his name still. Thank you for the redeem, Ali. Honestly, since I'm just sitting here with this little dog, I can support all the way. See, that was going to be my next question. It's like, it's all well and good me hinting at this being a possibility. But if I'm just going to be sat here on my own, it's probably not going to happen. The sensible part of me wants to get the quartz because I can use it. But I've just got the famous detective's outfit and hat. I kind of feel like we need to get the moustache to finish off the look. Formal suit said to have been worn by a famous detective from the foggy streets, London. The cape exudes a quiet dignity and a sharp mind. Lies are like mud puddles wreathed in gold. If not careful, one might become mired in muck while chasing a fleeting fortune. Let's do the hat first, actually. Hunting caps had to have been worn. Perhaps an odd choice for a dignified detective, but it struck fear in those he hunted. Hunting deer and seeking truth are not so different. Observe clues, follow traces, and catch the target. Quartz is all well and good, make sure you don't take it for granted. Welcome back, Leoric. There we go. And Sherlock Holmes. Oh, we got the golden snail suit as well. His enemies called him slow and slippery like a snail. He created this golden mask to turn that slanderous name into a symbol of sophistication. Crown? It's got to be the bull one, really. Okay, since we're back here, let's go and grab the golden fruit. And we're just waiting for this new record to finish, so we get the humanity bonus from that. Okay, we've got loads of those. We've got enough of those. Let's stock up on these. I wonder if that's going to do anything. Because we found a golden seed that we planted here. I wonder if this is going to relate to anything when we go back to current hotel. I've kind of resisted looking around that too much. We went there the first time, and then we unlocked this hotel, so I've only been coming back here since. Oh, Lyric, I think you missed it before. We killed a boss and got a boss sword from it, which I traded for another boss weapon. I feel like you might appreciate the boss weapon. It's a gunblade. The game gave us a gunblade. Phone died, had to run home for charger. Oh, that's rough. That's not what you want. Style of weapons, are they varied? Yeah, so they can be quite varied. So you find weapons along the way as you go. So you start the game and you can pick one of three. And you've got essentially strength, dex, and balanced. So the balanced weapon is, if I've got it, I should have it. It's just a basic sword. Don't appear to have it. But yeah, there's just a bog standard sword. The dex one is this rapier. And then the heavy one also isn't here, but it's just a greatsword. And they do play differently. So obviously the lighter weapons are going to be quicker, it's going to be quick stabs and slashes and then you back off. Less damage, but potentially higher DPS. Great swords are slow and chunky. We can use this as an example. So this is an example of a greatsword. So it's slow and chunky, but when it hits, it really hits. And has higher poise break as well, so you can stagger enemies a bit easier with it, but obviously you're a lot more vulnerable whilst you're swinging. You have got kind of spears and daggers as well, which again, a lot less damage, but a lot quicker. So these are all the basic weapons that you can just come across as you progress through the game. And then you get the boss weapons, which include the scythe that I've been using since getting it because I absolutely love this weapon. So it counts as a sword, but it's that kind of combination. It's a little bit slower than a standard sword, but it also does more damage because it's a heavier normal sword. And then the special, the charge attack, is this double spin that does a huge chunk of damage. Yes, exactly as Asher says. You can customize the weapons as well. So whereas these normal weapons, they're split, so you have the blade and the handle, you can mix and match these as you want. So if I go in and show you, no, not that one, assemble weapon. So yeah, you can go in and you can, for example, stick this fire axe blade. In fact, no, let's go with the pipe wrench on something random. A dagger handle. And you can throw a weapon together. Now this is going to be an awful combination, but to show the kind of thing you can do. Where's it gone? There. So yeah, we now have a dagger with a giant pipe wrench head on it. So it's essentially a blunt dagger at this point. So you can kind of mix and match in terms of the speed and the damage you want to go for. The other thing that changes, as Asush said, is the skills. So every handle has a skill attached. Every blade has a skill attached. So you can disassemble that. No, not that. Disassemble. So you can, for example, if we were to put this one on, the skill is a quick stab, which costs us 2 little blue bars. And then if we go for the handle, we can put on anything. Single stab. So this is... Okay, so it's actually a spear handle going on a spear blade, which isn't a terrible mix. If I do that... Where's it gone? There it is. So this is now very attack heavy. It's still a spear, so it's going to work pretty well with the combination. But then our special attacks, which are down in this bottom corner, you can see we have the blade attack, which is this one, which uses 2. And then we have the handle one, which is this. We can kind of combine them up as well. But yeah, so there's a lot of variety in the weapon system. Like what they've done really well with it. And it does, yeah, like you say, Lyric, it can open up some interesting challenge type runs because you can decide you're going to stick with a particular weapon type or just throw random stuff together and see what happens. Me personally, I really like this scythe weapon. I liked it when I first played through the game. I traded it immediately as soon as it became available, and then I leveled it up through my original new game, and then I ran it through all 6 playthroughs that I did. So yeah, personally, I just really like this weapon. But yeah, there are so many like combinations and stuff you could throw together. The 2 dragon sword, yeah, that is a good one. The skill set on that is really good as well. It's like a parry, isn't it? It's kind of a whirlwind parry attack thing, if I remember right. Longest time I gave my rapier a long greatsword handle and just had city reach. Nice. Oh, we are going to have ads in about 5 seconds. I've only just realised. I apologise for the ads. Anyone going into ad jail, I apologise and I hope you bear with it. We do 3 minutes of ads, clears it for an hour. I appreciate they're not ideal, but I also appreciate everyone who sticks around. And apparently we've found a mini boss fight. Oh goody. What happened? still a grab. I need to dodge and try and block it. Okay, good to know. Now I know what I'm walking into, literally. Swimming with dolphins costs a lot. Swimming with sharks costs an arm and a leg. Big Leoric. Can we stop? No. I was dodging, you son of a biscuit. Again, mid-dodge. He was the guardian of the sunken ice cap. Hello. Okay, this opens this up. Right, okay. That's everything done down here.